Hi everyone, I am using another software to record and I hope it lets me to record longer than 15 minutes. So here I'm continuing on this lesson. So here I do not have y equal a function, I just have a relationship between x and y. Look at the relationship. Okay, so there is no y equal, it's a relationship between x and y, and a is a constant. So I don't start from y prime equal. No, I don't start from that. Okay, so let me see. Just I have to check the lesson to see if all is all right, because I feel something is moved. And okay, so yes, I think all is fine. Okay, so it's like that, and so I don't start from by prime equal. No, so I have to do this. So I have to do derivative of both sides. Okay, so I do derivative of both sides. I just do derivative of right, so sorry, derivative of left equal derivative of right. Derivative of right is 0 because it's a constant number, but derivative of the other side is derivative of first minus derivative of second. Okay, so you should do 2y prime. Yes, so see, derivative of y prime, see, derivative of y squared is the same as derivative of x squared, which is 2x. But remember, wherever you have y, you have to times with y prime. So 2y prime minus 2 times x prime y plus x y prime equals 0. Okay, so 2y 2y prime 2y prime, I don't know why everything is moving. Okay, so this is a little bit crazy. So 2y prime minus 2 times, what is x prime? 1 y plus x y prime. Okay, see, derivative of y is the same as derivative of x, which is 1 times y prime. That's why derivative of y is just y prime. Okay, so now I have to simplify. Okay, so it's 2y prime minus 2y minus 2xy prime equals 0. So then you have this and this, both y prime. Okay, so both has y prime and this one. Okay, so it is so I have to solve for y prime. I want to find y prime. So I do derivative of both sides, then I do derivative of 1 by 1. Wherever I see y, I have to do so multiple with y prime, and then I have to factor. Okay, so it is 2y y prime minus 2x y prime one side, 2y the other side. Okay, so now I factor. I don't know why it's moving. So y prime is, I'm using a new software in order to do longer videos, but I feel it's a mistake. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I factor y prime, so 2y minus 2x. Okay, or I can factor 2y prime. Okay, because that's common. So 2y prime is 2y minus 2x equal to y. Let me see, I factor 2y prime, so no, I just have y here, I'm sorry, and here just x. Okay, so can I cancel 2 and 2? Yes, I can cancel 2 and 2. So y prime is y divided by y minus x. Okay, so remember, you do not have a function like a y equal fx. No. You have a relationship between x and y. Look at the relationship. Oh my goodness, see, everything is moving here. Yeah, so I have to, yes, I have to first close this window, otherwise all my colleagues are just talking to me. Okay, so look at that. So maybe I should do some changes here, because otherwise see, everything is moved. So I'm thinking, okay, so I have to remove that. Okay, let me check the other page. No, all is fine. So just here, see, I have that. So I would say, okay, I do not start from y prime equal. No, I don't. So I say I do y squared minus 2xy prime, so equal derivative of that, which is 0. Why? Because it says constant here, so this is constant, so that's why. And then I continue to this part, and hopefully this is the last time that it's jumping up and down, and then I can continue. Okay, so derivative of both sides, derivative of first minus derivative of second. You have to just keep in your mind all the rules are here, all the rules are staying the same as before, so you just have to, wherever you have y, you have to times with y prime as well. Okay, so yes, so let me see if I can make this smaller. Crazy, oh my goodness. The other software was not bad. Oh my god, that's why everything is moved. Okay, so it doesn't matter, I can just don't touch it here, and I just continue to check for all of them. This is so crazy if everything wants to move, you know. Okay, so everything is fine now, and I can continue. This was just one panel. Okay, so just one page, and so I try my best just to not move it. Okay, so now it says find the slope of tangent line at this point. A slope of tangent line at this point, and we know a slope of tangent line is y prime. So a slope of tangent line is y prime at which point? At this point. So it means I have to use this as x. Okay, so I have to use this as x, I have to use this as y. So I don't have y equal fx. That's why I need to have y. Somebody has to give me y, otherwise I have to find it, and that's hard. Okay, see, if I put 1 here, so I have 2 times 1 squared plus 2y cubed minus 9y equals 0. Okay, so then you want to solve for y. It's hard. That's why y is given to you. Okay, so look at the question. You have a relationship between x and y. Yes, you do. This is the relationship between x and y. You have a point. What does that point mean? This point means, oh my god, this point means y of 1 is 2. Y of 1 is 2, which is x 1 and y is 2, so means y of, so remember, when I give you the point is on the graph. So the point is not y prime, the point is not y double prime. No, 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 no. First derivative, second derivative. No, no. Okay, so you should do, first you have to really understand the question. What I want here is a slope of tangent line. So what I want here is y prime at 1. This is what I want. Okay, a slope of tangent line at that point. So I am looking for y prime at 1. Okay, I have a point x1 and y2. So because I have this point means if x is to 1, y is 2. So y of 1 is 2. Okay, because I don't have y equal a function, I need to give you y. Otherwise you cannot find it. Look at here. I cannot solve for y here. Okay, maybe for some cases yes, but it's hard. Okay, so I say, okay, so I need to find this. This is what I want to find. This is what I want to find. Oops, crazy. Yeah, this is what I want to find. Okay, so now, do I do y prime equal? No, 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 no. Remember, here I do not have y equal a function. I have a relationship between x and y. Okay, now I do derivative of both sides. Okay, derivative of both sides. Okay, so 2x squared plus 2y cubed minus 9xy, derivative of left side equal derivative of right side. Now step by step. Okay, derivative of first plus derivative of second plus derivative minus derivative of third equals 0. Okay, so okay, step by step. So I do not start from this. No, 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 no. I have to keep this in my mind. No, no. Okay, so here, derivative of first, which is 4x. So remember, you just do this, you just do this, and you just do this. So you do not start from equal. Okay, many times a student start from y prime equal, and then they want to solve for y prime, and then take y prime into consideration. The first y prime they wrote, it's wrong. Okay, so do 4x plus 6y squared minus 9 product rule. Okay, derivative of first times second plus derivative of second times first equals 0. Step by step. Okay, so 4x plus 6y squared minus 9y prime x equals 0. Okay, now I solve for y prime. I made a mistake somewhere. Can you tell me? Did you catch my mistake? Yeah, of course you cannot tell me now. Okay, remember, I told you, and I am just worried about the video, and I'm just watching to see if it goes well because it's a new software I'm using. That's why I forgot. Remember, I told you, when you have y, you have to ensure to have y prime. So 6y squared y prime. This is what I made a mistake. Okay? So now I have to solve for y prime. Okay, so this and this one side, this and this the other side. Okay, so I have 6y squared y prime minus 9y prime x equal 9y minus 4x. And then I solve for y prime. So y prime is 9y, no, I factor step by step. So y prime is 6y squared minus 9x y prime, so times y prime equal 9y minus 4x. And then y prime is 9y minus 4x divided by 6y squared minus 9x. Now I want to find y prime. So what is y prime? Tell me. You put 2 here. Look at the point. The point. What do you have for the point? 1 and 2. So one is for x, 2 is for y. This is agreement. We know the first one is x, the second one is y. So you do 2, 9, 2, and here 1, and here 2, and here 1. So it is 18 minus 4 divided by 24 minus 9, which is 14 divided by 15. I feel it's right because I remember from before. Okay, so let's just start from beginning. I want to find a slope of tangent line. A slope of tangent line is y prime. At which point the point is given to you. You have to use x of the point. The point has x and y. Why? What is the reason? Because you cannot find y. Because you don't have y equal fx. You have a relationship and it's hard to solve for y. Do you start from y prime equal? No, 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 you don't. You do derivative of both sides. Derivative of both sides, you have to follow all the rules from before. Derivative of first plus second and third. Wherever you have x, do the same as before. Wherever you have y, do the same as before. Substitute y times y prime. Okay, so that's why here I have 4x. Here I have 6y squared y prime, and here I have derivative of product, which is derivative of first x prime y plus y prime x. And then I have to solve for y prime. So I have to keep y prime one side. Okay, so let me see, plus, minus, yeah, so minus, and all x, all whatever doesn't have y prime the other side. So I do that. Whatever doesn't have y, the other side. So I do this, and then that's great. So I factor y prime, which is here. I'm factoring y prime. I factor y prime, and I see 9y minus 4x one side and the other side 6y squared minus 9x, and then I divide. And then I substitute and find the answer. Okay, I can see it's going more than 15 minutes, and that's great because then it's easier. Okay, so here, what should I do here? Here I have to find y prime. So I do derivative of both sides. Remember, you do not have y equal a function, although here you can solve for y, but you don't have it. Okay, so don't start from y prime equal. No, 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 in this case. Okay, so you have to do derivative of both sides. Okay, so 3x, goodness, derivative of this one side equal the other side. This is the first step. Remember, you do not start from y prime equal. No, no. Derivative of both sides. This is first step. Second step, continue derivative. Okay, derivative of 3x plus derivative of 4y equals 0. Why? Because derivative of 9 is 0. Okay, so step by step. Derivative of 3x is just 3 plus derivative of 4y is 4x. I think it's 4x. So I do 4. Because it's not x, I have to multiply y prime. Okay, so it's 4y prime equals 0, and then you do 4y prime equal minus 3, and then you do y equal minus 3 over 4. Y prime equal minus 3 over 4. Okay, here you are lucky because you can check your work because you can solve for y. So you can say 4y equal 9 minus 3x. So you have y equal 9 over 4 minus 3 over 4x. Minus 3 over 4x. You can do y prime equal minus 3 4x. And you can check, so you can see it's equal. Okay, here you are lucky. But how about if you can't? That's why you have to do derivative of both sides. You have to do one by one. Wherever you have y, you have to multiply y prime and then factor y prime and then solve for y prime. Okay, this is finding implicit derivative because your function is implicit, not explicit. Okay, how about this one? Now you feel I have COVID-19 because I'm coughing, but no, because I'm sitting in the basement, that's why. Okay, so let me see E, and so okay, do I have more example? Okay, yes. Okay, so I'm thinking to do all of them because you need so that's useful for you. Okay, so one by one. Okay, so maybe I can remove my sweater here because it's easier for me to manage. Okay, so otherwise I just touch every bottom on the tablet and it's hard. Okay, so you do not start from y prime equal. No, 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 no. Okay, what happened? Again, something else. So let me see. Okay, so I did that. So I did that and I did that, and okay, I can see. Okay, so this is the same. This is the same as this. Okay, so now I go here. Okay, so I don't start from y prime equal. So do I do that? No. So y prime equal? No. No, I don't do that. Okay, so what should I do then? First step, derivative of both sides. Okay, so derivative of both sides. X squared minus y squared equal 1. Derivative of both sides. Okay, continue. Derivative of first side equal derivative of second. Continue. Derivative of first side is 2x. Okay, maybe I can do a step by step. Otherwise, you will be mad. So minus this, derivative of this equals 0. What is derivative of x squared? 2x. What is derivative of y squared? It's minus 2y y prime equals 0. Okay, can I find y prime? Yes. How? I have to isolate y prime. So it is 2y y prime equal 2x. Can I cancel 2? Yes. So I have y prime equal x. So what is y prime then? Y prime is x over y. Okay? So I don't start from y prime. I do derivative of both sides. For derivative, I follow all the rules. I don't change any rule. And if I have a y, I have to multiply with y prime. If I don't have y, I don't do that. Okay? So for x squared, I don't have y. For y squared, I do. So I do 2y prime. Okay, so I can maybe write it here. So step by step. So I do equal 2y prime equal 2x. Okay, so y prime y equal x, and is y prime equal x over y. Okay, x over y is the answer. Perfect. So I'm done. Okay, remember y prime is depends on y prime depends on x, depends on y, or depends on x and y together. How about here? Okay, do I start from y prime equal? No, 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 no. I don't do that. Okay, so I do derivative of both sides. Okay, so derivative of this equal that. So, okay, derivative of this guy equal derivative of this guy. Remember, both sides. Multiply both sides. Divide both sides. When you do something to both sides, it's not wrong. Okay, so derivative of first plus derivative of next equal 5. Good. So now, see a step by step. Okay, derivative of first times y plus derivative of y times x squared. So it's product rule. So derivative of first times second, derivative of second times first, plus again derivative of x times y squared, derivative of y squared times x equal 5. Remember, don't do derivative of 5 because you already did it. Okay, so derivative of x squared multiple y prime plus x prime y squared prime x. So now I do a step by step. Okay, so it's 2x y plus x squared y prime, because it's derivative of y. So derivative of y is y prime, because it's like x, which is 1, multiple y prime. That's why. Plus derivative of x, which is 1, times y squared, plus 2y y prime times x equal 5. Now you have to find y prime. Okay? So 2xy y prime x squared plus y squared plus 2y prime x. Okay, so now I have to factor. So this and this one side, this the other side. Okay, so let me see. Yes, x squared y prime plus 2y prime x equal 5 minus 2xy minus y squared. Okay, so it is y prime equal, I can factor y prime, so I have to have y prime one side, and then I have to factor y prime. This is the why I do everything one side, because I want to isolate. So it's x squared plus 2y prime equal 5 minus 2xy minus y squared. Okay, so then you do y prime equal 5 minus 2xy minus y squared divided by x squared plus 2y prime. Okay, so whatever has y prime one side, whatever doesn't have the other side, and then you factor y prime and then you solve for y prime. Okay, so this is the answer here. How about this one? So this one, another one I can do, and then after this video, because it's half an hour, I can just post it, and so I will be done for next Thursday. Okay, so I have to do derivative of both sides. Okay, so 1 over x. Okay, first, do I start from y prime equal? No, no, no. Okay, so I mention this all the time. So you do derivative of this equal derivative of this. What is derivative of this? So derivative of first plus derivative of second equals 0, step by step. So for first one, it is x power minus 1 plus y power minus 1, this. See, I want to show you just step by step. Okay, so what is that? Derivative of that. Derivative of that is minus x power minus 2. Yes? Derivative of that. So, yeah. This one. So how about y power minus 1? So pi power minus 1. So remember, it's like x power minus 1. So but I just have to multiply with y prime. So I have to substitute y and I have to multiply with y prime. So it is minus y power minus 2 y prime equals 0. I told you, wherever you have y prime, you have to time it with y prime. When you have y, you have to time it with y prime. So then it is x power minus 2 one side, so everything else the other side. Okay, so minus y power minus 2 y prime is x power minus 2. Okay, so y prime is x power minus 2 divided by minus y power minus 2, which is minus y power 2 divided by x power 2. Okay, so you don't start from y prime. No, you do derivative of both sides. Derivative of both sides, 1 by 1, derivative of 1 plus derivative of second. And then you do derivative of x power minus 1, y power minus 1. So it is n x power n minus 1. Okay, so it's minus x power minus 2. Y power minus 2 times y prime, because there is y there. Okay, and then you keep this one side and then you move to the other side and then you solve it for y prime. Okay, then so it's that, yes, so it's negative. And then look at this, I move this up and make it positive, and I move this down and make it positive as well. Okay, so this is the answer. So now I can say y prime is minus y over, so minus y squared over x squared. Okay, yes. Okay, so now how about this one here? How about this one here? So I do derivative of both sides. Okay, so I do derivative of both sides. So it is y. So do I start from y prime equal? No, 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 no. Y prime equal? No, no. Okay, so you don't. So you do derivative of both sides equal. So derivative of left side equal derivative of right side. Okay, so yes. So now for derivative of left side, you can do derivative of top times bottom, no change, minus derivative of bottom times top, no change. Okay, so I write it on the other line. Okay, so I can, yes, I can go to the other line. Derivative of y, so y prime times x minus y minus derivative of, to change color, minus derivative of top, so derivative of bottom times top. Okay, derivative of top times bottom minus derivative of bottom times top. Denominator must be x minus y squared equal. So how about the other side? The other side just 2x. Good. Am I done? No, I have to continue for this part. I have to continue for this part. Okay, so derivative of first, derivative of top is y prime. Yes, so I just write all y prime, so with green y prime, this is y prime x minus y prime y, okay, minus, what is the derivative of the other one? Okay, so let me do it step by step. Okay, so then you don't like it. So y prime times x minus y, no change, minus, how about that? So 1 minus y prime times y, because I have to do derivative of first minus derivative of second. So derivative of x is 1, derivative of y is y prime, and then over x minus y squared equal to x. Okay, now I simplify. So I have y prime x minus y prime y minus y plus y prime y y prime. So I did so I have to, maybe I did mistake somewhere, because I have to see what's my mistake here. Okay, derivative of top y prime divided by bottom, no change. Derivative of bottom, top top multiple top, no change, and so derivative of the other side. Okay, so far so good. Then I do y prime times x minus y. Yes, I do 1 minus y prime y. So step by step, y prime x minus y prime y, and minus y, and minus minus is plus y prime. Okay, yes, that's fine. So 1 2 3 4, yes, divided by x minus y squared equal to x. Now can I cancel this and that? Yes. Okay, so now I can find y prime. So y prime x minus y over x minus y squared equal to x. Okay, now you can do cross multiplication. Y prime x minus y equal x minus y squared to x. Do I need to expand? No, I don't need. It's hard to go just more than 15 minutes, I think. So it's times 2x, yes. So I don't need to expand. Why? Because I don't have any y prime there, so I don't need to expand at all. Okay, wherever I need to find y prime and I need to factor y prime, I just expand. In this case I don't. So y prime x is 2x minus y squared x, yes, plus y, and then y prime is 2x minus y squared x plus y divided by x. So far so good. So you can find the answer here. Okay, so you don't start from y prime. No, you do derivative of both sides. For derivative of each side, you have to follow the same as before. Product rule, quotient rule, power, whatever, you e power, so you ln of x, you have to follow those. Derivative of one side to the equal derivative of the other side, and then you have to, wherever you have y, you have to have y prime, and then you factor for y prime, you isolate y prime. So here I did cross multiplication, simplification, all of these, and then I am finding for y prime, so I keep whatever with y prime one side, the other thing the other side, and I just solve it. Okay, so after this I'm just done. Okay, so I'm going to just see what's going on with this video, and I'm going to post it. Okay, so hopefully everything goes well.